Okay. So go back to the lab view, and we have turned on the Nessus. So this is this interface of Nessus through which we can scan our target machine for vulnerability assessment. This process of finding out the bugs or weaknesses is called as vulnerability assessment. Okay, this is like the industry leader in this process. Okay, so first time till now we don't have any scans inside it. So if you will click on this button, create a new scan, you will see that there are a lot of profiles already present in here. Click on create a new scan. Can you see that in blue color? Yes. So based on what type of target you have to select the scan profile. Okay. For example, the first category is discovery, and inside it, you can see the host discovery. For example, you are right now at your home, maybe all of your family members are connected with your Wi-Fi. Okay. So if you want to see that, how what are their IP addresses or who are the people which are on my network, you can click on the host discovery, and then you can provide the IP address of your network. And if you will start the scan process, in the end you will see all the details of all the people that are on your network. Okay, and scroll down and you see that there are other scans as well in vulnerabilities. Not much scrolling down. Let's go, yeah, till here, till this point. Start of the second category, which is vulnerabilities. Second category, go to the top of this page. Yeah, in the vulnerabilities you can see that there are many vulnerabilities, a type of vulnerability scan in here. Okay, for example, if you are testing the web application, you will test use this profile. If you're testing the mobile devices, you will select for the mobile devices. Okay, so this is actually the community version. If you want to use all of its options, you need to buy it. Okay, and then all of the options will be turned on. So for right now, as per your instructor, he said you to click on the basic network scan, the first one. Yes, and in the targets, these are the details that you have to fill. For example, by your name, by your own name, and you can call it as the basic scan. By your name, you can write Kankos if you want to, because have your instructors said that you have to submit a document in the end, or not? Did your instructor?
No, he just wants screenshots.
Okay, and keep that in mind for screenshots. That's why in the red you can see that it has written your name. So it means that instead of your name, you will write here Kankos and then S1 and the basic scan, and then you will take the snapshot. Okay, and that's good that if you will do all these things, like we are now doing all the things in the guided manner, like I'm proceeding with the walkthrough of all the PDF document. After the session end, take the snapshots by turning on all the softwares. In the description you have to write the current date and time. This is the requirement of your teacher, for to write the current date and time. You can write anything in here. Okay, there are no restrictions. And in the targets, you have to supply the IP address. Right now the IP address is of Linux machine. Yeah, it should be the same folder, my scans. No other folder is required for it. 0.11. You have to use the dots at the right places. 30.0.11. Yes. And now you can click on the save button. No, if you have some target files written in the text file, then you can upload it. Okay. So scroll on the right hand side of this page by using the scroll bar at the bottom of the web page. At the bottom of web page, can you see the scroll bar? Yeah, this one. Move it to the right, and you can click on the play button, so it will actually launch the scan. Yeah, this one. Now it has started the scanning on the target. Click on this line of the scan. Yeah, and you will see all the no not the right click. No, I said not the right click. Yeah, this one. So uh yes, click on the vulnerabilities. In the top bar, it is showing you the host. Right now we have only specified one target, and it is trying to find out all the issues in the target system and showing all those in the vulnerability section of this Nessus scan. Okay, if you further click on some issue, you will get a little more detail. So if you talk about the issues or vulnerabilities, they have these 5 levels. On the right hand side, can you see the things critical, high, medium, low, and info? That actually specifies that how worse the problem is. The informational level gives the information to attacker, but are not in in their self very make the system very vulnerable. Okay, for example, click on the first one, RBC multiple issues. Let's see what that is. Click on any one of it. So read the description, like it is giving you some information. So it doesn't end at this point, like Nisys will give you something. Nisys is not all in all software that it will do all the things by itself. It gives you the information, and then you will pick up this information and go to the internet, find about what is RPC port mapper and how it can help you with your vulnerability assessment process. Okay, so that's the sole purpose of Nisys. It can be considered as starting point for the automated vulnerability scan, and then you will switch to the manual one, because in some places the human intelligence is required. Nothing automated tools is not there to do all of your job. Click on the vulnerabilities tab again, and you will see all of the things that have been found by the Nisys. Okay, so one vulnerability is a critical. Click on it and let's see what that is. So read the description of it. So it is saying that the version of the target system is unsupported, and no further security patch would be released by this specific version of the Unix operating system. And maybe that current version which is installed in the target is vulnerable. We have to see that in our next step if your instructor has asked us to do. But just for the sake of now, you have seen that the every vulnerability based on the severity has been marked by the Nessus in your front end. Okay, so let's move to see if the vulnerability scan has been completed. So click on back to vulnerabilities under your name. Under your name on the top, Conco's S1 basic scan. There is back to my scans. Yeah, here it is. Scroll to the right. Scroll right from the bottom to see if the scan has been completed. Okay, The scan has been completed, and you can see that it is again showing us the play button, which actually depicts that scan has been completed once. Okay. So any question do you have regarding Linux? Oh, sorry. This is
No, no.
okay. Tell me in 1 to 2 lines why Nessus software is there and how it helps us.
So basically, it helps us like easily understand like the packets of like the internet and like collection, and we can easily identify them in this software.
We can easily identify what?
We can easily identify any like insecurities in the hosts of
Yes,
any website.
yes, you're perfectly right. This software is there to find out the vulnerabilities, weakness, loopholes, flaws, anything you name it. In our target systems, we have to supply the target based on what type of the target, either it is a web application or it is a computer connected with my machine using a network wire. I will select a scan profile from the scans of Nessus, and then I will run it. And once it will get run, it will give me a list of vulnerabilities, and all of those vulnerabilities will be marked as low, medium, high, or critical, or the informational level. Okay, and Nessus is an automated vulnerability scanner. So this is the first step through of our vulnerability assessment process, and then we see the information from here. It does not actually hack the system and gives you the access. For that, we have to study about the exploitation things, for example metasploit and other softwares. Okay, and from this point onward you start doing all of the research by yourself on the internet and find the things, and then go hack the system or propose the remediation measures. Okay, so this is all about the Nessus software. If you do not have any further question in Nessus, we can move to the next one.